Hey, what's up guys? This is Oakley and I am going to come back and cover the latest rally point. So for you guys probably have seen that, but otherwise we're going to just go and cover a little bit of the details. Maybe it's some stuff you have missed, maybe it hasn't. Anyway, I'm going to link it in the comments below. But here we go. They showed us some footage of, closer scrolling up and down Italy, and we're going to see different components of the UI and start to get a little bit more details from this. So first and foremost, you can see us scrolling up and over Italy, and you can see the improved graphics and different details. Also be mindful of how each of the cities here looks like it does have walls, so obviously that's going to be one of the new changes, is the fact that minor settlements can be upgraded to have walls. Rome here obviously does have walls because it's a large city, but I'm interested to see Rome in this state. It's very much smaller than it was before. And then take a look at the top bar. It's going to be 4 turns per year with a nice little indicator of which season you're at, and a lot of the streamlining of the UI is just much more obvious. And again, as we look further up north, it looks like Ravenna on the right, on the east, is going to be much larger than Rome. And so the cities here are not necessarily looking historically accurate, but that, of course, is the way Total War works, is you're kind of given a starting position and then you change them based off your gameplay. So it's understandable that they made all these cities at the start be smaller than they would have been historically at the same time, and then it's up to you to expand them, especially with sort of the decline of Rome as the imperial seat of power. Anyways, here we do get to see a little bit of the campaign map a little bit further in the game than in previous videos. So it looks like Rome, the Western Roman Empire, has secured its borders a lot more, but you can just see how large it is and where all the different legions are garrisoned in the Eastern Roman Empire. And then we get to see a glimpse of the Sassanid Empire on the very southeast. You can see their emblem is going to be gold. I'm not quite sure what animals display there, but you can start seeing them there. And then Armenia, that territory that would have been heavily contested between the Eastern Roman Empire and the Sassanids, a lot of politics, and that would have been like a buffer state, sort of like a cold war between the two nations taking place at all times in that point in time. And we get to see here Constantinopolis, a very cool, and I'm hoping they're going to implement the Theodosian walls. We have yet to see footage of that, and you can also see a Visigoth armory moving in on the capital itself. And then also here they're going to be highlighting some new features, which are going to be the implementation of what they're calling puppet states. So the puppet states function a little bit different than client states. They're going to be more under your thumb than client states, and it's going to be something that you can do where these states are going to be basically they pay you an annual tribute, and then they refer to you for control. So we're not quite sure how that works, but it does seem like it's going to be a step further than what was used with the client system. However, there's going to be something like the client system that's still available, and that's going to be mostly how the barbarians deal with the people they subjugate. You can make tributary states who give you money, and that's probably what I see Attila doing. Anyways, we're going to be looking around at these different client states and puppet states. Like I said, the region around Armenia would have had a lot of puppet kings and kingdoms between the Sassanids and the Eastern Roman Empire. So you're going to see a lot of political intrigue and Cold War type stuff going on in the East, whereas the West is going to be more of the apocalyptical feel. And also take a look at this, the known factions. Each faction has its own power ranking. I think that's interesting. Hopefully it ties into a new, more streamlined and more intuitive way to do diplomacy. Maybe if your strength rank is, X amount of points above another one, then maybe it becomes, you have the ability to turn them into a puppet kingdom or a client kingdom. So I hope that is a little bit more important. And then you can also take a look at the character emblem on the left. I do really love these portraits. And then you can also see that there's a power level tied to each character. So it looks like they're going to be streamlining, again, more and more of these things. And this power level, not quite sure how that's going to play into the game. But it is, I'm glad that they're going to make much more of these behind the scenes mechanics much more apparent. Anyways, that's going to be it for the video. I just wanted to catch you up to date on some of the news. And yeah, nothing groundbreaking, although CA did say in the latest video that there is going to be more content coming to Rome 2 in the near future, free DLC, and stuff like that. So I'm very interested to see what they expand on. Anyways, hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace out.